Welcome, and thank you for attending this year's Not So Spring Soirée virtual style. We have an exciting 5 days of fashion, beauty, and art planned for you. My name is Nicole Gapoyan-Wyrick, and my husband Adam and I are co-chairs of this year's event. Before I tell you why Alzheimer's Association is so meaningful to me and my family, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for attending this event in honor of Alzheimer's Association. Your participation helps us serve local families right here in our community. Alzheimer's has impacted me from both a personal and a professional perspective. From a professional perspective, I've changed the way I've approached my financial planning practice because of an experience I had with a client who had Alzheimer's disease. The way I handle estate settlements has entirely changed based on my experience with this client. From a personal perspective, my husband's grandmother suffered from Alzheimer's disease for over 12 years. At the end of her lifetime, she was unable to stand, eat, or speak. It was devastating for my family and I want to help any local families have a better experience than we had. Thank you again so very much for being here and participating in our exciting 5 days of programming. Please join me in donating to this exceptional cause, and don't forget to purchase your chance to win, aka a raffle ticket, for Neiman Marcus Day of Shoes worth $2,500. It's now my great pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of the Greater Michigan chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, my friend, Jennifer Leppard.
Hi, I want to welcome you to our 2020 Spring Soirée. As we kick off the first of this 5-day campaign, I hope you will feel all the elements of Spring Soirée as we bring you themes of beauty, art, relaxation, cocktails, fashion, and fun. We want to thank our amazing committee for putting this event together this year, especially our co-chairs Nicole and Adam Wyrick, Whitney and Elliot Weiner, and Danielle and Andrew Petkoff. And we have to thank our sponsors, especially our generous P&E sponsors, Sterling Insurance Group, Auto Insurance, and the Grecken Family Foundation. This year's event is obviously different, and I'm sure that we all wish that we could be enjoying cocktails and shopping at Neiman Marcus. But one silver lining is that we get to invite friends and family from around the country to join us at Spring Soirée this year. Just like our programs that have gone virtual and have served many, many people as we have moved to this new virtual world, we're excited to welcome new people to Spring Soirée this year. This event has always had a particular focus on caregivers, and as you enjoy each day's theme, we'll also bring you stories from caregivers for whom every day often begins with a bit of the social isolation that we're all experiencing. The coronavirus takes the heaviest toll on the population we most closely serve, and it also takes a tremendous toll on their caregivers. And for this reason, we need your help now more than ever. Please stay tuned for each day's activities, and please be generous in your support. We encourage everyone to visit springsoiree20.givesmart.com to donate and purchase chances to win fabulous prizes, including this year's grand prize, a day of luxury shoes courtesy of Neiman Marcus, valued at $3,000. We want to thank you so much for being part of this event and for your ongoing support, and please enjoy the 2020 Spring Soirée.
We're making this video because we all miss seeing everybody in person here for the Spring Soirée. Our experience with the disease this year is Bernie, my dad, and this is our dog that we borrowed, Jilly, and I'm Dan. This disease is always changing, and it's been hard with the virus of how to get Dad out into the community, enjoying things. And so we are innovating. And this little doggy here, who is at times shy but also very loving, was able to join us for this video. We asked our neighbors in our building, would you mind if we borrowed your dog for an afternoon and then took the dog for a walk? And so Dad has really responded well. And what's so hard is when you have these early onset dementias, like Dad has, he's still physically active, able to move, and able then to enjoy being with the dog. I always enjoy the Community Connect programs through the Alzheimer's Association. These programs are programs that give Dad and I a chance to go out into the community to places for really great tours that you normally wouldn't see. The Detroit Zoo is one of our favorites. My personal favorite was the Detroit Historical Museum's main storage yard over on Fort Wayne. And that was so cool because we got to see cars and things from Dad's childhood that he could talk about, and that actually came up in his own memories. Well, and I really miss Spring Soirée being put on hold this year, or at least in person, because it was an opportunity to be with people in our community, both caregivers and those supporters, to see all that you do to help support the Alzheimer's Association and families like ours. I always feel that it's a very personal journey that we go on with these families, and knowing that you guys are out there is very, very rewarding and heartwarming to us.
Hi everyone, I am Megan Slattery of Megan Slattery Yoga, and I have been teaching chair yoga with the early stage social club participants since 2011. I believe that's true. It might have been 2012, but I believe it's 2011. As long as I have been a yoga teacher, I have had the great pleasure and privilege to be part of one of the Community Connect programs, which is the Early Stage Social Club. And I have to say, everyone who knows me, and certainly anyone at the Alzheimer's Association, any of the families that I work with, the participants, the students, they know this is one of, if not the best part of my life as an instructor. So I wanted to share something with you. I'm kind of deciding actually right now what I'm going to share. I think I'd like to do a mindfulness practice, and you do not have to sit like I'm sitting. This is just habit. This is habit forming once your hips feel a little bit more open. So most of you will be sitting straight up with your feet on the ground. This chair is a little high for me. I'm at a friend's house, and it's a little bit like Alice in Wonderland. So if you don't mind, I'm going to sit cross-legged. So we'll do a mindfulness practice. I do teach a meditation, different forms of meditation at the end of our yoga practice, and sometimes I'll do relaxation or mindfulness technique. They're each slightly different from each other. So meditation and mindfulness aren't the same, but they definitely are under the same umbrella. So we'll work a little bit with mindfulness. So just sit comfortably in your chair and try to let your feet press into the ground underneath you. So into the carpet or the hardwood, whatever you have underneath your feet. Just start paying attention. You'll start to pay attention to things like the sound of your breath, if you can hear it. The feeling of the breath moving. And after a short time, you may feel you want to close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes. We aren't going anywhere, so you don't need to see me for now, and just allow your eyes to close. You can listen to the sound of my voice. Relax your fingers. Allow your shoulders to slowly come away from your ears. And if you feel like you're slightly rounded forward with your shoulders, as most of us are, just take your hand around just under the navel, just under your belly button. And inhale through your nose only. We're going to try to do a few things with just nose breathing, if possible. Hand underneath the navel, press in. Inhale slowly through your nose. Notice there's a little bit of tension underneath the navel. Keep that as you exhale. Creating a slightly audible breath so you can kind of be here with me. Inhale. And keep that little bit of an adjustment. A little tightening underneath the navel. Exhale. A few more rounds like this. As we do this together, become more and more just aware of parts of your body that you haven't noticed all day. I guarantee this. You probably have not paid attention to how it feels to sit, to breathe a little more deeply. Unless you have a meditation practice or a yoga practice, maybe you have. Most likely, we're all doing this together for the first time today. Breathe in slowly. Find that little drawing in space underneath the navel. And with me, slowly through your nose if possible. Otherwise, just part your lips and let the breath slowly let it go. Let's do 3 more. And exhale slowly. Let it go. Soften your jaw. Heavy eyelids, soft forehead. 1 more round with me. Inhale. And exhale. And let's just take a few bigger breaths. You can open your mouth for the exhale on these few. Inhale slowly through your nose, maybe pressing your hands into your thighs. And out of our mouth. Nice sigh. Inhale. Feel the energy shifts, right? We feel differently. 1 more together, as I promised. Inhale. And open your eyes. All right, let's bring our hands together in a prayer position and press into your fingertips. Just press into your thumb tips. As much of your hands as possible, press, press, press. Let's bring a little vibrancy to the body, connecting the mind. So the mind has an anchor, which is the use of the breath and just kind of settling into our own body. Press, bring a slight smile or big smile to your face. We smile and laugh a lot. All right, moving on. I'm going to show you one of, I won't show you our favorite posture. Those who practice yoga, I teach boat pose in my chair series. So that surprises some, but we don't miss a thing in our class. All right, so sitting nice and tall. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair because, like I said, it's the Alice in Wonderland chair for me. We're just going to warm up from the top up, but also getting strong in our legs. So I'm going to do what I call half sun salutations. In Sanskrit, it's Ardha, Surya, Namaskar. So Ardha is half, Surya is sun, and Namaskar is our salutation. So we're greeting this beautiful sunlight. Sometimes we have to create it within because we live in Michigan. So soft palms next to you. Keep your elbows just about right next to your rib cage. And for the sake of space, I'm just going to bring my hands down and then drape them up and then reach up. So that draping helps to relax the shoulders. Belly button to back, strong back, push into your feet. Hopefully most of you will have your full bottom on the chair. I'm just forward because I have to be. Hands on your thighs, exhale, fold. You leave enough room for your belly. If you just ate, this is, you want to make sure you have some space. Let your head go. Push into your feet, into your thighs. Make sure you're seated firmly and kind of roll up. We're rolling up, a little mama cat moment. And inhale, come on up. 2 more half sun salutations. Inhale, breathe up, already feeling differently, right? Exhale between the mindfulness, hands to thighs, and these half sun salutations, a little movement of the spine, your beautiful spine. Press into your feet for balance. Low blood pressure, you want to make sure that you're inhaling. Everyone should be, but especially with low blood pressure. Belly button to back. We inhale, come up to perfect posture, sitting up nice and tall. And one more. You can even stretch your arms behind and really start to work the shoulders. Especially a lot of us have injuries or old injuries, or just a lot of tension. I can relate to a couple of the injuries, so I'm working around that. Exhale, place your hands down. None of them from yoga. Take a bow in between your thighs. You may take your chin slightly towards your chest. Push into your feet and inhale. Slowly come on up and bring your hands together again to that prayer position. Let's lift our elbows a little bit. Interesting cue, right? Gaze down. This kind of helps to quiet our mind. Breathe through your nose if possible, otherwise slowly on your exhale, parted lips. And one more. In yoga, the language of yoga is Sanskrit, and our greeting is in our closing. We use it as a closing as well in practice. We say Namaste. So I really am super grateful for you all being part of this Spring Soirée, and I hope you find some things that you really like and bid and donate to this cause. So many families are affected by this incredible disease of Alzheimer's, and I say incredible because it's really quite overwhelming, not just for the person who has it, but for the family members, the caretakers, and all that really want a change, want to find some relief. So I just hope that this helped you. I can't say enough about how much the students that come to see me, the participants that come to see me, we together come alive during this class and during the meditation and the social hour afterwards. And there's so many other community connect activities that they have outside of their homes, that they get to see each other and to enjoy something, to do something creative, to challenge their minds. And this is just so important in healing and staying well and growing. So I really encourage you all to donate and to participate. And I thank you. And I know everyone who joins these programs appreciates it. So thank you so much. Namaste.